PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give out of the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Immediately fires to the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Takes it the other way. Then some touchdown Irish. The defense putting points on the board. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Caught behind the line. It's Walker. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Pauling. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Pauling. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to get outside. Turning it on. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. The sweet feet buy a little time. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll run play action. Under fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And the Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the returner will be dragged down. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. On the run, it's Love. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. Big moment in recruiting last week. Four-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Quick completion on the out. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side now. Hits the seam wide open. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. They'll send the back in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed behind the line. It's McCoby. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Walker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Boilermakers will punt it away on fourth down.
Number 38 on to take it away.
Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
Here we go.
The give to the back. Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Irish! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is third and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short. Got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult third and long situation.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Still on his feet at the 25. There he goes. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Man, I'll tell you, you just can't quantify how much this guy has meant to his offense running the football. Leads the nation in rushing yards. He's the guy with a target on his back. Every time they take the field, the defense knows who they have to stop. And still, this guy churns out big run after big run.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Boilermakers want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass on second down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Purdue!
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 11 to Colorado. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Notre Dame, 56. Purdue, 14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and more. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Here we go.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He'll pull it down, and he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job on this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Tuggle. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The short hands, it's Pauly. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Pauly. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone.
Let's go.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Boilermakers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Got room to work. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Makes the grab down the middle. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. Back to pass, it's Singleton. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 30. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Young. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give to the left. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Price. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moving it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The play action fake. The throw. It's on target and complete. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this.
Turning it on! And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Love. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Pauly. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And his offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. Man, they built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
And how about that 3rd down? They go 5 wide. They'd spread the defense out. And at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
They want to throw it. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. go. Final play of the game right here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
21.
And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in